Hey guys, I've got another Xposed module to show you today, and recently I checked out the custom share Xposed module, which was great, but a lot of you guys were telling me that there was a better one called Complete Action Plus. That's what we're going to be checking out today. Essentially it does a similar job to the custom share module, but it has quite a few more options. And after checking it out, I can agree with that, and it's a pretty awesome module, so that's what we're going to be checking out here. Thanks again for the tip, guys. Let's do it. So you can find this module in the Xposed installer. Just go ahead and download and activate it, and open up the UI. You'll see mine's in a dark theme. You can actually swipe to the left and change out the theme. You've got dark or light. I just prefer dark, so that's what I've chosen. And at the bottom here, you've got test open and test share. These actually open the menus for you to see what you're doing, what options you're actually changing. So this is the open with menu, and this is the share with menu. So those look pretty standard right now. And the first option we have here is layout theme. This allows you to change it to either light or dark theme. Now KitKat is obviously light already, so we'll change this to dark, and you'll see what exactly happens. It now has a dark theme, so kind of cool. That's something you couldn't do with the custom share Xposed module I checked out previously. So yeah, and underneath that we have positioning. Now you've got portrait and landscape. I'm only going to show you portrait because it's pretty obvious what the landscape version does, but you've got options to change it to the bottom right, and loads of ones all the way to the bottom left. So if we change it to the bottom left and test the open menu, you'll see it now shows it in the bottom left hand side of the screen. The share menu doesn't really change too much because it's too big to actually put in the bottom left hand side of the screen, so that's going to depend on how many apps you can actually share with, but you get the point. You can customize it a little bit further. And underneath that you've got display always checkbox. So if we do that, you can see we now have an always checkbox when we see an open with menu, so you can always choose an application for it to open with. And lastly, we have manage list of apps, and if you tick this, it's going to add a settings icon to both your open and share with menus. You can see it in the top left hand corner. If we tap this, this is where it actually allows you to customize that list. Now you can either turn off applications completely so they don't show up in the list, that will no longer be in my share with list, or you can actually favorite applications that you want to be on the top of the list, and that's something again that wasn't in the custom share module I checked out previously. So let's just try this out. I mostly share with Facebook, Google+, Hangouts, Twitter and WhatsApp. All you have to do is tap the star to actually favorite them, and those applications are now going to be at the top of the list, so you don't have to go through your list to find them. They're just going to be there for easy access, so that's pretty damn awesome. And lastly, if we swipe to the right, you've got some layout options. You can actually change the text size. By default it's set to regular. You can change that to large or extra large. You now see the text is absolutely huge, and you can also change whether you want it to actually be a list or a grid. So if we change this to grid, you'll now see that both menus are now a grid, and so is the open menu. And you can also change the amount of grid columns in both portrait and landscape mode. So by default, again, it's set to 3. If you change that to 5, you'll see it looks like that now. And again, the text is a little bit weird there. You can't really read it properly. You can change that to hidden or tiny, and you'll now see that you can read it, or you can just get rid of it completely. So there's definitely a few options there that the custom share module didn't have, so this is probably the module of choice right now. So if we just go ahead and try this outside this application, we'll open up Google Chrome, go to the share menu, and there you go. You can actually see it is in the grid format, and you can actually customize it straight from here. You don't have to be in that application. Just press that settings button top left hand corner, and you can choose if you want to get rid of an application that's you've just installed, or favorite a different one if you use it more often. And then you'll see that straight away that application is no longer available in my share menu. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.